right. Well, I have a question for Denise, or I have both. I have a question, and I need to tell Denise, you did salsa chicken. I'm doing salsa pre-chicken. So that's one of the things I'm making. But I need my Spanish speaking people. I hope y'all can see this. I hope it's not backwards.
Chilaquiles.
I'm sorry?
Chilaquiles.
Chilaquiles. Chilaquiles. That's the first thing I'm doing. Okay? Who was that? Was that Destina? Was that somebody else?
That was Denise.
Denise. Well, good. Thank you. So Chilaquiles has, it starts out with an egg. So I have one egg in here. Tonight I'm going to be talking about the Crystal Wave soup mugs because, yes, with Valentine's, you want to be able to share, you want to have time with your special honey, whatever. But, sometimes reality is they may not be there. My husband travels a lot, and sometimes, several times, he's been gone at Valentine's Day. So sometimes it's just me, but you know what? I can take care of myself too. So I can make myself something special. So Chilaquiles is going to be the breakfast thing, and then I have a meatloaf recipe for the evening. So I can take care of myself all day. So I start out with an egg right here. I don't think you can see that. Let me put it down a little bit. I have an egg in there. I know these are gold. These are gold. I went to the grocery store today to get some other stuff. I looked at the price of the eggs, and there was $16 for 18 eggs. $16. I'm like, you got to be kidding me. Okay, so anyway, moving on from that, I'm going to take the egg and I'm going to mix it with 1 tablespoon of milk. Now, let me show you this right here. This is our Clearly Elegant dispenser. These are available. We have them in our sale, or maybe it's in the whole list. Anyway, it's on our website. These work beautifully if you're working with kids, especially, and you want to put the milk in here. Take it out of the big gallon jug, pour it in here because they can get their hand around this so much easier. And then it just pours so easily straight from here, just like this. I hope you can see that. It has a nice little pour spout right there. So 1 tablespoon of milk to go in with my egg. Now I'm going to take some salt and pepper, and this is just according to how much you want. Be careful about salt because we're going to put some chips in here, and we're also going to put some salsa in here, and both of those have salt in them. So be careful that you don't, over salt it. So once I get those things together, I've got egg, I've got milk, I've got salt, I've got pepper, and I'm going to just mix them together, okay? So just stir those together just like that in the soup mug, so it's ready to go. Now I'm going to add 1 tablespoon of cheddar cheese, grated cheddar cheese. And it said sharp cheddar cheese. I had a mix. I used what I had. So you're going to mix that up so that it gets all coated and mixed together, okay? So that's the cheddar cheese. Now I'm going to take the tortillas, and it says, or chips. It says to take the chips, take 4 or 5 chips, and crush up like half of them. Like take 3 of them and crush them up. Okay, so that's what I'm going to do here. And I'm going to add that into the mixture. And I'm going to stir that all together. So the egg, the milk, the salt and pepper, the cheese, and then the chips are all in here. And now I'm going to put this into the microwave for 1 minute. Okay? Now, let me tell you a little secret. Be careful, and always, always, always be sure that you test your recipes before you demo them, okay? And I'll tell you a little bit more about that after the meatloaf. All right, so the next one that I'm doing here is a meatloaf in a mug. And I have one of the Crystal Wave mugs again. Inside here, I have already put 1 tablespoon of ketchup and 1 teaspoon of onion soup mix. So just the regular old onion soup mix. And of course, you could make your own if you wanted to, and just plain ketchup. Okay, so I put those in here already. I have those ready to go. Um, Now I'm also going to add to that 2 tablespoons of milk. So again, I have my little dispenser here. And again, it makes it so easy to pour it in there just like that. Now I'm going to let that sit for just a minute before I go in and stir it, because you want to make sure that it gets done all together. I might need to put a few more seconds on it, but we'll see. All right, so I've got milk in here, I've got ketchup in here, I've got the onion soup mix, and now I'm going to put 2 tablespoons of quick cook oats. Okay, so quick cooking Quaker oats, just like that. And I keep those in my modular mate. And just so you know, we still have some of these. I think it's the seals with the part that opens on the end. Now they are tight, so you have to work with them to open them. But they open on the end, and these work great for things that pour, like sugar or oats or something like that. So I'm going to take this and I'm going to pour this in here. And now I'm going to mix that all together. Okay? Mix that all together. Now, what I'm going to add to this, and let me show you that mix right there. Okay? It doesn't look terribly appetizing at this moment, but it's going to cook into that ground beef and it's going to make that taste just delicious. So I kind of spread it out across the bottom. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take 1/4 pound of lean ground beef. Okay. Now, how do you know how much 1/4 pound is? Well, you can go with about a quarter of a cup. That would give you about the same. But with our freezer mates here, this is the small freezer mate. I think it's 1 3/4 cup freezer mate. 1 pound of hamburger fits in here. Okay, 1 pound fits directly in here like this. And if you see here, what I've done is I've divided it up into 4 sections that are equally sized. So now I can just take out one of those sections, and that will be 1/4 pound because it started out being a pound. So I want to take this and I want to crumble it, they say, over into the mixture. And then once I crumble it into the mixture like this, then I'm also going to stir it together so that it all mixes together well and it gets that seasoning all over it. Let me wash my hands real quick. So let me grab the egg mixture while I'm here, so you can take a look at that. Now see there, that's what it came out looking like. Let me stir it up just a little bit to make sure, because you want to make sure that the egg is done all the way on the bottom. So if there's any raw egg left in here, you want to make sure that you stick it back in for just a few seconds. But you know what? This looks great. Yeah, this is great. So I'm going to take this and set this aside, just so you know, it's just all in there. And I'll show you how I'm going to garnish that once I get this started. So I have this in here, and now I'm going to mix it all together. Again, this meatloaf, this is going to be meatloaf. And as I said, I have tried these out. I've really enjoyed them, and my husband really enjoyed them too. He does happen to be here this week, so I'm not missing out this week. But there have been times in the past where he's had to be in one part of the country and he wasn't able to be home. So, you know, but he's always done well. He's always remembered me and called me, gotten me flowers or something like that. So, okay. So now I have that mixture all incorporated into the meat here. Um, Now it tells me to cook this for 3 minutes. Yes, microwave for 3 minutes. But I know after trying it that that's a little bit much. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to microwave for 1.5 minutes, and then I'm going to stir it a little bit. And then I'm going to microwave it a little bit longer. Okay. So now with my Chilaquiles. How do you say that? Chilaquiles. Chilaquiles. Right? Chilaquiles.
Sounds
Chilaquiles.
good.
You're gonna take your extra. You're gonna take your extra tortilla chips and just lay them out in your bowl. Okay, lay them out in your bowl like that. Take your mix after you've kind of stirred it up just a little bit, broken it up a little bit. Put that right down in there like that. And now I'm going to add my toppings to it. And I'm going to add some sour cream. All right. Because I love sour cream. I love sour cream. So I'm going to add some sour cream to it. And guess what I was doing yesterday too, Denise? I was making salsa also. I made a bunch of salsa yesterday. So I'm going to add some salsa to the top of this right here, just like so. And then I'm going to top it to make it look pretty. I'm going to top it with some green onions, just like this. And let me tell you, this is absolutely delicious. Absolutely delicious. Give me just a couple more minutes on the meatloaf. So I wanted to show you here. That's about halfway through, and you see how it's cooking. I'm going to take my spatula and stir it up a little bit. You want to make sure that the ground beef is no longer pink. Okay. You don't want the ground beef to be pink at all. So you want to, for it to be done, you want to make sure that it's cooked all the way through. And the reason that I'm stirring it some is to help it with that, and also to help get it off of the sides of my piece, so that it doesn't. Because if you have a fatty, content that sits on the sides and cooks on the sides, then it could cause it to have that bubbling that you have on the sides of that you might get on the sides of your pieces. So I have probably about 30 more seconds. I'll put that in for that. Let me see if that's what I need. Hang on 1 second. Hang on. Yes. Actually, I might not even need that much. Nope, it's looking good. It's looking good. So I'm going to take the same fork I have for the sour cream, but that's okay. Sour cream works good in here too. So just stirring it around to see if there's any pink left. And no, there's no pink left anywhere in there. So there you go. So I have both of these that will make a wonderful breakfast or lunch, and another one that will make a great supper as well. And I did them in, 10 minutes? But like I said, I want to tell you, be careful about your demoing. Be careful about your recipes. You want to make sure that you test and run through it before you do something live, because I was also going to do a granola mix tonight, but it's the other one. But my granola mix did not work out very well. As a matter of fact, it burned. I followed the directions exactly, but it burned, and it burned so much that it has ruined my piece. So this is now, I cannot get the burn pieces out of the bottom. So just so you know, you don't want that to happen in the middle of your demo. You don't want that to happen in the middle of your party. You want to run through and do that beforehand. We all have times when something like that's happened, but if you test beforehand and try it out beforehand, then you'll have a lot less accidents and problems like that. So I highly recommend that. Anybody got any ideas for a defunct piece? By the way, anybody who doesn't know, this was my fault. This was not the Tupperware's fault, and this is not replaceable because I'm the one that burned it in my microwave. So keep that in mind. And what it was I let it cook. It had a lot of sugar in it, and I let it cook too long, and the sugar made it burn to the bottom. So um, I think that's one other thing I did want to show y'all. Back here, you see, I wanted to point out that this large large carry-out container. I've seen these in our where we can order them for several months now, and I've seen that they have a set of what is it, 5 or 6 of them, something like that. I wanted you to know how big they were because they are very large, very large. Okay, and when you're they work great for going to the beach, going on a picnic, going to your parties. You can put either your foods in here, you can put your Tupperware in here, or you can do like I have done with a lot of stuff, and you can put your paperwork in here. And keep in mind that will help to keep your paperwork safe if you have, some moisture in the house, flood. I'm not guaranteeing that it will help with all floods. I think back to Harvey. I don't think anything could have helped with the Harvey flood, but it might help if you get a little bit of water on the floor or something like that. So anyway,
Actually, we
I
left our house with the documents in that
I'm sorry.
during the Harvey flood. We left our house with our documents in one of those.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
So it
Excellent.
does help.
Yes. So I highly recommend those. And also, those would be great as presents. It might be a little bit close now for Valentine's Day, but it'd be a great gift to give a guy. You can fill it with, I don't know, maybe barbecue stuff or tool related stuff or whatever, works for him, books, magazines, something like that. And that would be a great container to give a man, a guy, a boy. You can fill it with Legos. That would be fun. My son-in-law is big on Legos, so that'd be a great gift for him. So anyway, that's all, and I hope you enjoyed the meatloaf and what was it? Chila Chilaquiles. Chilaquiles? Is that
I
what?
would I would have to think
Yes.
of a new name.
No, that she got it right.
Oh my gosh, it looks amazing. It looks so delicious.
Stella, take a picture.
I will.
Guys, I put in the chat, Cydel, I have never made an individual meatloaf. I think that's brilliant.
I know I hadn't either until I was looking at this. I was like, that's a good idea because sometimes you want just a little. You don't want a whole big meatloaf. You
Right.
don't. And like you, it's just me and Larry, and we don't. I don't want meatloaf sitting around for a week. So
Right. Yeah, or leftovers and leftovers and leftovers. Ugh. Yeah.
yeah.
So, oh my gosh. Well, thank you, my dear.
Welcome.
Appreciate it. That was awesome.